Welcome to Parts of German Productions. We have for you a special artist, musician, producer, all the way from England, Ace. What part of the UK are you from?
I'm from London, southeast.
How did you get started?
I started as a kid when I liked singing. Whenever I play sports, I was kind of laughed at. But when I sang, everyone kind of stood to attention.
Who influenced you the most?
People who influenced me the most, there's a whole range of them. Marvin Gaye, in terms of old school terms, Marvin Gaye, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, Bob Marley. I like Bob Marley a lot, and I also like Buju Banton, and in modern times, R. Kelly is my biggest influence to date. But I do listen to other artists in between.
What do you like to do? Writing, producing, singing?
Well, I like the production part is the most exciting part. But I like the fact of coming up with new sounds, new tunes in my head, and putting the how you call it, the embellishment on them. It's what brings me alive, because it's quite exciting.
What about the choir? I understand that you work with the choir.
The choir, I dealt with the choir back in my early days, because I'm of African descent. And I dealt with the African Christian Fellowship Choir that was in Sierra Leone. I worked with them for about 7 years. And I dealt with the New Life Mission Choir, which had 250 voices, and I was the choir director then. So harmony is very close to my heart. I can hear a song and hear the harmony a mile away. And that's more interesting, so that's how the whole choir thing got started.
Who have you worked with? I understand that you have produced certain people.
I work with Shade Amand. She's currently in Crete promoting her album. She was out here promoting it as well. I wrote part of the album and I produced the EP. I also work with Lauren Tilley, who promoted her song, her album in the United States as well as Scotland and England and Wales. I also work with Russia. She's an up-and-coming artist. And also I've worked with Aisha, and I work with loads of musicians. You got work with people like Luke Smith, Tony Williams, Michael Brown, Jonathan Beckford, and I was in the Ruach Choir in Brixton in London, southeast. I work with these guys, so I know, and I've also met a few in my time in terms of what they do.
You're a family man. Tell us about your kids.
My kids are not friends. They sing. My daughters sing very well. I mean, they sing really well. I had nothing much to do with their training physically. It was all their moms, because she kind of like pushed them towards that. Until one time they called me up and they sang for me. And I was out of the country working, and they called me and they sang for me over the phone. And I was really impressed. The only thing I noticed was that they were singing an octave lower. So I said, you need to take it up one octave. And they took it up and it sounded real good. My son plays the drum. He's not interested in singing at all. But he likes to make beats. He has a drum set. He walks around with the stick around the house. But My kids are now friends, and I'm looking forward to writing for them. I've written some gospel songs, which is one of my favorite style of music, gospel R&B, and they love that. They sang at a few occasions, and yes, they've made a little bit of name for themselves in the UK. So I'm looking forward to writing and producing an album in the not too distant future.
This has been another Parts of Gentleman production. My name is Alhaj Aziz. Be good to your neighbor. Peace.